Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, y'all are going to hear a rare thing, or at least it's been a rare thing recently, but I am going to praise 2K, at least to a certain extent, because they deserve it. They actually did something right. I gotta give 2K legit credit. They updated the 5 Motor War players: Sidney Moncrief, Mitch Richmond, Wes Unseld, John Havlicek, and Elton Brand. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I've been asking them to do this all season. I did not actually think they would do it. I will give credit where it is due. It seems like, to a certain extent, they are legitimately listening. It's not perfect. There are still valid criticisms of the game mode, 100%. But they dropped an event with some good free stuff in it. Now, there are still 2 entirely unattainable cards, pretty much, in LeBron and Hakeem, unless you're willing to grind an absurd amount. Technically, you could grind for them, but it's a ridiculous grind. And like, they took away the MT method from the events last year. Like, there are things to gripe about still, I think, in the game. A lack of consistent content of stuff to do throughout the week and stuff. But, I mean, we got an event. That's stuff to do. And then they updated the Motor Awards. That's something to do. Like, I will give them credit. They have actually done some things that I've been asking them to do as of late. Even upping pack odds. Pack odds got up today. Like, I can legitimately sit here and say, it may not be perfect, but it is absolutely growth and improvement. And 2K deserves legitimate credit for that. There's a lot more pink diamonds on the auction house than there were in other days. Like, a lot more. It's a huge, significant difference. They updated all 5 of these Motor Awards, and some of them are actually good now. Like, they deserve legitimate credit. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm very pleased with this. Now, could some of these players be a bit better still? Yes. And I will talk about kind of each player and what cards are good, which ones aren't quite as good. But I do think a couple of these 5 are legitimately very good. And honestly, 4 of 5 are very, very solid. I think the worst one is still Unseld, mostly because he's only a 6'7" power forward, and he's missing a lot of badges still. Even with 3 extra Hall of Fame badges, they added 3 extra hops to all these cards. He's missing, let's just count: Deadeye, Glove, Handles for Days, Immovable Enforcer, Interceptor, Lightning Launch, Limitless Range, Off-Ball Pest, On-Ball Menace, Pick Dodger, Shifty Shooter, Slippery Off-Ball. Not all of those are absolutely crucial, but that's 12 badges, if I'm not mistaken. Even with some of those not being the most important, he's missing 8 or 9 badges that you want on a power forward, that he's only going to be able to get 5 of them. So he's going to be missing some badges, and he's only 6'7". That being said, Kobe base, good upper, is a very good jump shot. So he's got a good shot. He's a far better shooter now than he was with an 83 ball. He also had like 70-something speed. Now he's got 87 speed. So significant improvement across the board with his stats and badges. While he's not a perfect card still, absolutely has his flaws, the fact that he is at least arguably the worst of all of these should go to show how much better these players have gotten than they were. Because this card, the way that he is right now, would have been by far, not even close, easily the best of the 5 Motor Awards before, by like a mile. And now he's arguably the worst. That's a really good sign. The same can be said for John Havlicek. Havlicek's SIGs are bad, and he's 6'5" at the shooting guard position, so he's not particularly a shot creator, and he's a little bit undersized. But he's got a 91 3-ball, an elite jumper. 80 driving dunk isn't ideal, but that was a 65. Big upgrade there. Defensively, he's more complete than he was. 92 perimeter, 84 interior, 85 steal. He had 78 speed, now it's 84. Still wish that was a little higher, but it's a lot better than it was. And when you look at the badges, the same can be said. 3 more Hall of Fame badges. I'm actually not exactly sure which ones they are, but a lot of good badges. Hoff Limitless, Off-Ball Pest, On-Ball Menace, Interceptor, Glove, among others. Set Shot Specialist as well. All on Hall of Fame, among others, but a lot of good Hall of Fame badges. Very complete on the badge side in terms of having most of the important badges you want on a guard. You still want to add Handles for Days, but pretty much for the most part has all the key badges you're really looking for on a shooting guard. So again, is he perfect? No. Is he way better than he was? Absolutely. I think both he and Unseld are probably the 2 quote-unquote worst of this group, but they're much better than they were, and that's a big positive. Additionally, Mitch Richmond, this card is actually pretty good now. He was legitimately the best of the group, but he was only a good shooter and really wasn't good at anything else. Now he's a lot better again. 96 3-ball, elite jumper. Yeah, he's a little small at 6'5". Yeah, he's not the best slasher at 75 driving dunk, but defensively, much better than he was. 87 steal, 90 perimeter. Still 69 interior isn't ideal, but good speed, good steal ball, good agility, solid vert. He's actually got a little bit of movement as well, if I'm not mistaken. Hoff Deadeye, Hoff Handles, Hoff Layup Mixmaster, Lightning Launch, Limitless Range, Mini Marksman, Physical Finisher, Set Shot, Shifty, and Slippery. And again, still needs some badges. Posterizer, Paint Patroller, On-Ball Menace, Immovable, and probably Dimer or Bailout, probably Bailout, you had those 5 badges, you're probably pretty much good. I will say, he's not that insane either. I mean, him, Unseld, and Hondo are probably all about the same level. I said Unseld's probably the worst. That might not even be totally fair to him, because I actually think he's pretty good. He's just small at his position. But honestly, so are Richmond and Havlicek. And Unseld does have an afro, so he looks a little bigger than 6'7" at power forward anyway. So, I mean, honestly, all 3 of these guys, kind of interchangeable in terms of how good they are. They all provide different things, but they're all solid cards at this point, which is good. And then the other 2, Moncrief and Elton Brand, are legitimately, I think, very, very good. Elton Brand is much, much, much better than he was. 6'9" small forward with a 7'5" wingspan, and he's got a very big player build. So he is a pretty massive small forward. He can play power forward as well, obviously. At small forward especially, his size is a mismatch. He's got 90 driving dunk, 85 standing dunk, 93 close shot and mid-range. He had like a 43 ball. Now it's an 81. That is transformative. So much better than he was in that aspect. 86 ball handle. Defensively, not unbelievable, but pretty good. 81 block, 85 into perimeter, 90 interior, 90 rebounding, 87 speed, 85 agility, 84 vert. He had like 70-something speed. Now it's 87. So it's like this card is way... He goes from completely unusable with no shooting ability and being slow to being a versatile quality defender who can space the floor. I think his jumper's pretty good. He's very fast. He's got a massive player build, very athletic, bulky, versatile, switchable defender. He's really good. Off box out beast, brick wall, paint patroller, paint prodigy, physical finisher, pogo stick, post lockdown, post powerhouse, post up poet, and rebound chaser. So the key with him is he's physically, I mean, he is a power forward. And he can play small forward, but he's got the physical ability to guard 1 through 5. I know he's only 6'9", especially this year, 90 interior with his player build, his wingspan, the way that slightly smaller players can compete on the interior. He's going to be a dog. Add limitless range, add on-ball menace, add lightning launch, probably interceptor / handles for days / challenger. Couple badges there that would be nice to have, but add 5 of them, and he's really, really good again. I think this card's a beast now, to be totally honest. I'm not saying he's the best small forward in the game, but he's so much better than he was. He is a very, very solid option. And then finally, Moncrief, who's probably, honestly, the best of the bunch. 6'4", 95 offense, 99 defense. But the thing about him, I know he only has a 76 3 ball. His jumper is so smooth and so solid. He is going to be a knockdown catch and shoot shooter now. He's got 90 mid-range. He's a better slasher, so an 80 driving dunk. Now more versatile at getting to the rim as well. Just far more versatile than he was. He actually moves a little bit okay. He's got Pro 2 fade with that 90 mid-range. His midi fades are going to be cash. 96 steal, 94 perimeter, 80 block, 75 interior, 91 speed, 89 speed ball, 96 agility, 85 vert, even 80 strength. Again, the statistical completeness is really good for a point guard. And badge-wise, again, could use Bailout, Deadeye, Limitless, Paint Patroller, and then Set Shot, probably. Maybe Posterizer instead of one of those as well. But you have Hoff Pick Dodger, On-Ball Menace, Off-Ball Pest, Lightning Launch, Layup Mixmaster, Interceptor, a Movable Enforcer, which is massive on a point guard. He's just way better than he was as well. You know what I'm saying? This card is, with his animations, really good jump shot, great fade. I think he's a better Jason Kidd. People love Jason Kidd. This card, in my opinion, is better. I legitimately believe that. I like his standstill jumper better. The fact he's got Pro 2 is super nice. I think he's really, really solid. Also, plus 5 or plus 10 driving dunk from Kidd as well. Like, this card's really good. I think him and Elton Brand are great. I think Mitch Richmond, Wes Unseld, John Havlicek are all very solid. Is it perfect? No. Are they as good as the Season 1 Motor Awards? Honestly, no, not overall, especially for the time that they dropped. But are they so much better than they were? Yes. Not perfect, but so much better. And this combined with a good level 40 in Chris Bosh and an event that actually has some good free cards to it. And I mean, here's the thing. I don't think of Hakeem and LeBron as grindable players, but there are super hardcore grinders out there that are going to get Hakeem. Like, Hakeem is he's a significant grind, probably close to 100 hours. But people are going to do that over the next 2 weeks. The grinders are going to do 5-6 hours a day, which is about the math, how the math breaks down to needing to get Hakeem. And with the challenges that'll be available, it'll be a little easier than that, actually. So, I mean, there are going to be people who are going to grind for Hakeem for free. Now, not very many of them, but for the people out there who are the hardcore grinders, I like that they have something like that they can get rewarded by. Look, is the game perfect? No. Does it have a lot of flaws? Absolutely. And I'm going to continue to call out those flaws. But I can admit, and I hope y'all can as well, that this is a massive step in the right direction, and this season now looks a lot better than it did even 2 days ago. Certainly a lot better than it did 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Again, just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. But I got to give them some credit. I try my best to be as unbiased as I possibly can about my opinions of 2K. And I think they deserve credit for this, legitimately. And so I'm giving it to them. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.